it's great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today is Thanksgiving Day of 2021. Now, I'm not going to have a traditional meal today. I am going to have a breakfast buffet. So, what I'm going to have for a dessert is maybe some gingerbread cookies and a little bit of ice cream. We will not be making gingerbread men today, but we will be making some delicious, soft and chewy gingerbread cookies. So what you're going to need for this recipe is 3/4 cups of unsalted butter, and you're going to want to have that softened. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 large egg, 1/4 cup of molasses, 2½ cups all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons baking soda, ½ teaspoon of salt, 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1½ to 2 teaspoons of ginger, depending on how much ginger flavor you want. I'll probably try about a teaspoon. So go ahead and heat your oven to 350 degrees. Have your electric mixer ready, and let's get started. So first you're going to mix together the butter and sugar until light and fluffy, about 2 to 3 minutes with an electric mixer. So 3/4 cup would be 1½ sticks. We'll need 1 cup of granulated sugar. Let's go ahead and beat that together. Also, I'm going to get a little bowl of sugar to roll my cookies in. It doesn't say to do that, but I think that just adds a nice touch to it. So it's up to you if you want to do that or not. Alright, I mixed mine up for about 2 minutes. So next it says add the egg and molasses and mix well. So we're going to need 1/4 cup of molasses. And let's mix in 1 egg. And blend it well again. I'm going to scrape down the sides a little bit. Okay, next it says in a separate bowl combine flour, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and ginger. So we are going to need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. We'll need 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, or you can go with 1 to 2 teaspoons. I'm going to try 2. And 1/2 to 2 teaspoons of ginger. I'm going to use 1. Go ahead and whisk that together. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and mix the dry ingredients into the wet. And we'll mix that until well combined. I'm just going to do about half at a time. Now that I combined it with my mixer, now I'm just going to finish it up with a spoon. Get everything off the sides. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are going to roll this into balls. I'm just going to line a cookie sheet with parchment paper. And then I'm going to roll it into a little bit of sugar. It says this makes 2 dozen. So it just depends on how big you make your little cookie balls. It says to make them slightly smaller than a golf ball. So you golfers out there should know exactly how big to make these. You're probably going to want to use about 1.5 tablespoons cookie scoop. That seems to make it just about right. I'm going to have to enlarge some of these because I got 24 here and I don't want them to burn. I want them to be nice and chewy, soft. Next we're to place the cookies 2 to 3 inches apart to give them room to spread. So I'm going to roll mine in sugar. There again, that's optional. I just had a bite of the dough. Excellent. Very, very tasty. I'm only going to put 8 on this cookie sheet and I'll see how it goes. Bake them for 10 to 12 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, I'm going to test them. Mine have been baking for 10 minutes. I'm going to take them out. Let them cool on the cookie sheet for a few moments and then we'll let them cool the rest of the way on the rack. And then I am anxious to try one because, you know, it tasted pretty good in the dough form. So I'm sure it'll be good as a cookie. That way too, I'll know if 10 minutes is enough. But it looks like it probably is. I don't want to dry them out. I want them nice and soft and chewy. You probably won't want to put more than about 8 on a cookie tray because they need room to spread. These are pretty big cookies. I'm going to cut this in half. There again, it firms up the longer it sits. Yeah, it's chewy. It's nice. Probably should let them sit for about 10 minutes before you eat them. But you know me, I'm impatient. I let it sit for like 2. Yes, these are good. I may just have to freeze some of these. I put them in tall containers, put a little parchment paper in between each cookie, seal it up so it's airtight, pop it in the freezer. They'll stay good for several months. That way I can bake a lot in advance. Just take them out and lay them on the counter before you're ready to eat them. Maybe 10-15 minutes, and voila. So thanks for joining me here once again on Dee's Delights, and I hope you enjoy your gingerbread cookies, soft and chewy. Have a great day, everyone, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.